focusing all on hip openers, a little bit of core. It's more of a beginner level. We're going to have a few add-ons, a few options. So yeah, let's get started. We're going to start on our backs today. So if you just lie down, bringing your feet hip distance apart, and just so you can tickle your heels with your fingers. And then as you inhale, we're going to take that right leg to the sky. And we're going to revolve the ankle a couple of times, kind of just getting used to the leg being up in the air. And then nice and gently bend the knee and stack the foot on top of the left leg. Right hand is going to come to the inside of your right thigh. Little press, keeping that right leg really nice and active, so we want to flex the foot. Now, you can stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you. If you want to add on, reach in between the gap, holding either onto the bottom of the thigh or on top of your shin. And keep that spine nice and long, keep your elbows soft, hollow your belly, right foot stays really, really active, and just breathing into this. Inhale, thinking about creating space, and then as you exhale, it's like you're going to move into it. Maybe draw your left leg in a little bit more. And then nice and slowly release your hands, and we're going to drop the sole of the right foot to the left hand side. So nice and slowly find this twist. Then your left hand is going to press the inside of that thigh again. Little press out, and your right shoulder down to the ground. Maybe look over that right shoulder if you would like. Again, letting your body just be really heavy and soft. And then come back up. And take that right leg and bring it back to the sky. So now I want you to ground your left foot down as much as you can, like press the floor away and reach your right toes as high as you can, and then bring them towards you. So then we're going to flex the foot, and it's as if the toes are going to go over the head, and we're using leg strength alone to bring that leg towards you, but tailbone stays to the ground, so we don't want to lift up. We want to keep the core really strong, back straight, and then use that leg strength to draw it towards you. Really, 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 really press for 3. Really press for 2. For 1, and then interlace your fingers around that leg. Now that might be the thigh. You might get up to the calf. And we're going to do what we call P and F stretching. So you're going to draw the leg towards you as you kick it away. So you've got this like resistance. So we're just going to do this for 3. So find that edge, flex your foot, really strong right leg. Full breath in, and then as you exhale, kick your foot into your hands, but draw your hands towards you, soften your elbows. Press, 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 press. For 3. For 2. For 1, and release that leg all the way down. Other side. Left leg comes to the sky, and revolve your ankle a couple of times. Maybe wiggle your toes. And then stack. So bend the left knee, and take it on top of the right. And left foot is really active. Your left hand is going to come onto that thigh, and you're going to give it a little press out to the side. And again, this might be enough of a stretch for you, and if it is, just stay here, it's fine. Your practice. Alternatively, you can add on, and you're going to either interlace the fingers around the thigh or the shin. Left leg stays really active, spine stays really long. Soften your elbows a little bit so you're not kind of hanging out on joints. Thinking about widening the collarbone. And remembering to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And one more breath in. And then as you exhale, release your hands. We're going to drop the sole of the left foot all the way over to the right hand side. Right hand to the inside of that left thigh. Little press out, and then your left arm can come out like a T beside you. Keeping those shoulders really nice and heavy. Core nice and strong, fighting this twist from the belly button. Inhale, come back up. Exhale to release that leg, and then as you inhale, take the foot to the sky. And again, spread your toes really wide, really reach like you're unplugging that leg from its socket. And then you're going to flex the foot and draw the toes towards your face as if they were going to touch. Ground your right toes down, especially that big toe mound. Really, really press. Really, really press for 3, 2, 1. Interlace the fingers behind either the thigh, maybe the calf, bending the elbows so you're really softening, widening the collarbone. Full breath in to lengthen. And then as you exhale, begin to press the foot into shoulders really wide for 3. Press, press, press. 2, as strong as you can. 1. And release all the way down. And then bring your knees into your chest, give them a big squeeze. And then we're going to begin to rock on that spine, so forwards and backwards. Until you can bring yourself all the way up into your Navasana. Don't let those feet touch. Shoulders roll back. 2 options. You can bring your hands behind you. This is going to be a little bit easier than keeping your hands out in front. If you want a challenge, arms out in front. Engage your core, lift your chest. As if you're drawing your arms back into their sockets, and then as you exhale, we're going to drop that leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drop the leg. Inhale, back up. Good. Exhale, both down. Inhale, come back up. Now you can do this with the hands behind, but all your arms are going to stay out in front. So we're going to drop, drop. Whole body drops. Come back up. We're going to do 2 more. Drop, drop. Whole body drops. Come back up. 1 more. Breathe. Good. 1 more. Come back up. Cross those legs over. Hands come down in front. Making your way into a tabletop position. So spread your fingers really wide, spin your biceps forward and your triceps back. So that just means that your elbow creases are going to be in line with the front of your mat. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and then as you inhale, take your right leg out behind you. Thinking about drawing the outside seam of that right leg down so you're not kind of twisting nice and square. And then inhale, left arm's going to reach forward. Engage your core. As you exhale, we're going to go knee to nose. We're going to take that elbow and draw it back. So inhale, we're going to reach away. Good. So really crunching. Exhale, arching the spine to the sky. Go around into your hands. Inhale, reach away. Good. 1 more. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, take your left hand down. Keep that right leg lifted. And then we're going to take the toes to the floor and twist them out to the side of the mat. And as you do this, left leg might go out a slight diagonal that side. As you inhale, take your right arm to the sky, opening up through your collarbone, really reaching through your fingers and thinking about spinning that right hip bone open. Press into your left knee, full breath in. Now you can stay here, this might be okay for you. If you want to work on your balance a little bit more, as you exhale, right arm comes overhead, and as you inhale, left leg lifts. Roll that top shoulder back, reach through those fingers. Now you can stay here, or you have an option to add on. If you're adding on, we're going to take elbow to knee. So we're crunching, reaching away. We're just going to do 3. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach away. Good. 1 more. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, right hand down. Square the hip, square the knee. Right leg down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, right arm goes forward. As you exhale, we're going to go knee to elbow. Knee to nose, elbow past the hip. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, go elbow to knee. Knee to nose. Exhale, reach away. We're going to do 1 more. Exhale, curl under. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, right hand down, left foot down. Twist the toes out to the side. This right leg might come out a little diagonal, that's fine. And then inhale, open up, widen your collarbone. Reach through those fingers. Left set of ribs are spinning a little bit higher. Really ground your right knee down. And then exhale, left arm's going to come overhead. Now you can stay here, or you can raise that back leg. Again, this balance might be enough for your core. This is fine. If you want to add on, we're going to go elbow to knee. We're going to crunch for 3. Inhale, reach for 2. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand down. Left knee down. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Biceps spin forward. Curl your toes under. Down facing dog. So just take a moment here in your downward dog to come back to your breath. In and out through your nose. Tucking in that front set of ribs, and with every inhale, almost imagine that you're drawing up energy from the floor, like you're lengthening into every single bone. And then as you exhale, let your body soften. Send your tailbone up to the sky. That might mean you need to soften your knees and come up onto your tiptoes a little bit more, and that's okay. Find 1 more breath here. And then bring that gaze between your hands, soften your knees, and just gently walk your feet forward. As you inhale, we're going to find a halfway lift, so hands to your shins. Think about spinning the insides of your legs to the back of the room. Lift your heart, shoulders roll back. Draw your heart forward. Full breath in. And then as you exhale, maybe soften the knees if you need to. Find a forward fold, dive down. Inhale, one breath, arms straight to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hollow the belly, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands down and take your right foot back. And then lower down the back knee and uncurl your toes. Inhale, one breath, we're going to take the arms to the sky, low lunge. So shoulders away from those ears, really soft. And then send your hips a little bit further forward, but keep this strength in the front foot, really pressing it down. Lift your heart a little bit more, thinking about magnetizing the top of your right foot towards your left foot. Exhale, hands come down, frame your front foot. Curl your back toe under, raise your back knee. Left foot back to meet your right plank. So heels back, heart forward. Remember, biceps forward, triceps back. And then as you exhale, lower your knees down and send your heart forward as you lower your chest down. Really strong legs, point your toes, elbows in. Inhale, roll up, cobra. Exhale, glide your hips back, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide, find this stability through your upper body, like you're gluing your arms back into your sockets, and then take your right leg to the sky. And to begin with, just flex your foot. Think about sending all 5 of those toes down towards the ground, so we're not kind of twisting out to the side. All 5 of them are going to spin to the floor. Full breath in. Exhale, gaze between your hands. We're going to take that right foot there, so we're going to roll through the spine as we take the foot down. You might need to give that little bit of a helping hand, and that's okay. Lower your back leg down. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hips come forward. Soften your shoulders. Really ground into that front foot as you lift your heart a little bit more. Exhale, hands down, frame your front foot. Curl your back toe under, raise your back knee. Left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, fill up halfway. Exhale, dive down and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands to the earth. We're going to take the right foot back again. Lower down the back knee and uncurl your toes. So magnetizing the feet towards one another. Inhale to lift, drop everything up. Exhale, settle in a little bit more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down, and then tented fingers glue the hands alongside the foot. We're going to glide the hips back, halfway split. Now, it doesn't matter if that front leg doesn't go completely straight. What we want to work on is drawing your left hip back, right hip forward, and lifting your heart. Draw your shoulders back, full breath in. As you exhale, come back forward, curl the back toe under, raise the back knee. Hands flat to the floor, take your left foot back to meet your right. Plank. Exhale, knees down, heart forward, chest down, elbows stay in. As you inhale, strong legs, roll up. Cobra, keep those elbows in. Exhale, press through your fingers. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. Take a breath, tailbone lifts. And then inhale to take your right leg to the sky. Thinking about drawing the outside seam of that right leg down. Hollow your belly. As you exhale, gaze between those legs. We're going to take that right foot there again. So again, higher your left hip to roll through your spine. And again, you might need to give that foot a helping hand, and that's okay. Back knee down. Uncurl those toes. Inhale, arms to the sky. Full breath in. Exhale, take your hands to the earth. Curl your back toe under, raise your back leg. Left foot forward to meet your right. As you inhale, fill up halfway. As you exhale, dive down and fold. Maybe soften your knees if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right foot back again. Lower down that back leg and curl your toes. Inhale, draw the feet towards one another, lift your hands. Shoulders away from those ears. Good, as you exhale, take your hands down, tented fingers. Same as last time, we're just adding on. Glide your hips back to a halfway split. So thinking more about lengthening. Left hip back, heart forward, full breath in. As you exhale, glide forward, curl your back toe under, raise your back leg. Hands down. Left foot back to meet your right, find a full breath in. Exhale, knees down. Chest down, keep those elbows in. Point your toes, inhale, roll up. Cobra. Exhale, glide your hips back. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale, gaze between those hands. We're going to take that foot forward again, high on your left tiptoe. Bend your right knee and take the foot down. This time, keep your back leg raised. Inhale, arms to the sky, high lunge. Good. So draw outside seam of that right leg back. Left hip forward. Full breath in. As you exhale, drop your hands to your hips. As you inhale, lengthen out those legs. Now this is going to challenge your balance a little bit. We're going to begin to lean forward. Shoulders roll back. Heart stays lifted. Thinking about drawing the right heel to the back of your mat. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your nose. Really strong feet. We're going to go one more. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, soften your legs. Bring your hands down and take your left foot forward to meet it. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one breath out straight to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Left hand side, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge of the hips, hold the belly forward, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, take your left foot. Lower your back leg down and curl your toes. So, draw right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, arms to the sky. Shoulders away from those ears, hollow your belly, full breath in. Good, full breath out, come a little bit lower. Take those hands down, frame your front foot. Curl your back toe under, raise your back leg. Right foot back to meet your left. Really strong plank, ground the first finger mounds down into the ground. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Inhale, roll up, cobra. Glide your shoulder blades down your spine, lift your heart. Exhale, press through your fingers, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Flex the toes so that they're down towards the ground, all 5 of them. So the outside seam of that left leg is spinning down. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, gaze between those hands, roll through your spine, high on your right tiptoe, plant that foot down between your hands. If it needs a shuffle or a helping hand, that's fine. Lower your back leg down and uncurl your toes. As you inhale, lift your arms. Shoulders away from those ears. Draw left hip back, right hip forward. Full breath in. Exhale, take your hands down, frame your front foot. Curl your back toe under, raise your back leg. Right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, fill up, heels back, heart forward. Exhale, hands down, take your left foot back. Lower your back knee down and uncurl your toes. Magnetize. Right hip back, left hip forward, arms to the sky, full breath in. Good. Exhale, hands down. This time, tinted fingers. So we're gluing the fingertips to the floor. And then we're going to begin to glide the hips back. Tailbone lifts. Draw right hip back as you draw your heart forward. Really strong right leg. Breathe. Full breath in. Exhale, glide your hips forward. Curl your back toe under, raise your back leg. Plant your hands down. Take your right foot back to meet your left, coming into your plank. Really strong here. Heels back, heart forward. Breathe. Exhale, knees down. Chest down. Keep those elbows in. Point your toes. Inhale, roll up. Cobra. Exhale, glide your hips back. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg to the sky. Squaring your hips. Really strong arms. Come high on your right tiptoe, and as you exhale, roll through that spine and plant that foot down. Lower down your back leg and then curl your toes. Inhale, one breath, arms straight to the sky. Fill a big breath in, like you're drawing energy up towards the sky, and then soften down a little bit more. Bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Curl your back toe under, raise your back leg, right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale to half lift, heels back, half forward. Exhale, maybe soften your knees, but find your forward fold down from the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot back, last time. Back knee down and uncurl your toes. Inhale, arms to the sky, magnetize, right hip back, left hip forward. Lift the heart, shoulders away from your ears. As you exhale, hands down, frame your front foot, glide your hips back. Heart stays lifted. Really strong on that right foot. Full breath in. Exhale, glide the body forward. Curl your back toes under and raise your back leg. Hands down. Right foot back. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, knees down, heart forward as your elbows squeeze in towards your ribs. Point those toes, inhale, roll up, cobra. Exhale, glide your body back. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up to the sky. As you exhale, high over right tiptoe, roll through that spine. Foot comes down. This time we're going to keep that back knee raised. Inhale, arms to the sky. High lunge, so drawing left hip back, right hip forward. Like you're magnetizing the left heel towards your right toes, pulling everything up towards the sky. Full breath in. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, ground your feet down like you're going to send them through the mat, lift your heart. Exhale, begin to fold. Keeping really strong on those tiptoes, especially that front heel. Keep it constantly drawing back as you lift your heart. Find one more breath in. Breath out, come a little bit lower. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, soften the knees, hands down. Take your right foot forward to meet your left. Find your half lift. As you exhale, find your fold. Inhale, take those arms straight to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, take your arms high. Exhale, hinge the hips, hollow the belly, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, hips back, lift the tailbone, lift your heart. Shoulders roll back, really strong into those legs. Breathe in. Exhale, take your hands down. We're going to take the right foot back first. Take your left foot to meet it, coming into your plank. Spread your fingers wide. We're going to find a little hold. Breathe. Heels back, heart forward. Magnetize your thumbs towards one another. Little puffer there in the center of those palms for 3. Breathe. 2, 1. Knees down. Chest down. Inhale, roll up. Cobra. Exhale, glide your hips back. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. And then gaze between those hands. Now, you can find a little hop or you can just walk, but we're going to come into a seat to cross legs. So if you're finding a little hop, and then sit down. Legs out in front, hands onto those shins. Inhale, we're going to lift the heart. So your shoulders are going to roll back. You're going to pull a little bit on those shins to lift your chest. And then as you exhale, release your hands and begin to roll down. Like there's a beach ball and you're holding it. And you're breathing. And you're pulling your navel into your spine as hard as you can and going super, super slow. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then come all the way down. This time we're going to lengthen out the left leg. We're going to do something very similar to what we did at the start, but with a long leg. So take your right leg to the sky. Flex the foot, heel away. Full breath in as you really send that heel up towards the sky. And then as you exhale as much as you can, really strong left heel as well. Draw the toes towards you and really press for 3, for 2, for 1. Interlace the fingers around either the bottom of the thigh or you can come towards the calf. Maybe you'll even reach that ankle or the heel. Same thing, P and F stretching. So we're going to kick the foot into the leg into the hands as we draw the hands towards us. Flex the foot, think long as you inhale, and then as you exhale, kick, 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 for 3, 2, 1. Draw that leg a little bit closer. We're going to do one more. So kick, 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 kick for 3, 2, 1. And release all the way down. Other side, take your left leg to the sky. Full breath in. And then as you exhale, flex the foot. So we're going to draw that leg away from you as much as you can. Bring the toes towards you. Press, press, press for 3. Press, press, press for 2. For 1, interlace your fingers wherever you might reach. We're going to do one more set of P and F stretching. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick your foot into your hands as you send your elbows wide and draw the leg towards you for 3. For 2. For 1. Release. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Draw your right heel into the floor, left heel to the sky. Exhale, press for 3, for 2, for 1, and release all the way down. Bend those knees, let the legs fall out to the sides. Palms face up, find a full breath in. Full breath out. And then just following that rhythm of your breath, for a few breaths as you just relax at the end of today's class.